Okay, welcome back. Then the next cell junction is called the anchoring junction. Anchoring junctions are cell junctions that are anchored to one another and attached to the component of the extracellular matrix. Remember, I said the extracellular matrix, this is the three-dimensional network of extracellular macromolecules such as collagen, enzyme, glycoproteins that provides the structural and biochemical support to the cell. That's what I said. They are important in keeping the cell together and structural cohesion of tissues. They are commonly found in tissues that are prone to constant mechanical stress. So cells can form junctions, which we call anchoring junctions. Okay, so integral membrane proteins connect a cell's cytoskeleton to another cell or extracellular matrix. So we have four types. We have adherence junctions. We have focal adhesions. We have desmosomes and hemidesmosomes. Okay, let me repeat. We have four types of anchoring junctions. We have adherence junctions. We have the adherence junctions. They are also called zonular adherence. We have the focal adhesions, and then we have the desmosomes and the hemidesmosomes. Now let me quickly run through these properties. Now this is the adherence junctions. This adherence junction is the cell-to-cell junction. As you can see, this is cell 1 and cell 2. So a cell-to-cell junction which connects the actin filament of one cell to those of another cell. Remember, actin filament, we said they are part of the cytoskeleton. Okay. So adherence junctions, they provide strong mechanical attachments of the adjacent cells. And then I said there's also the desmosomes. The desmosomes, this is cell-to-cell attachment, where the intermediate filaments, they connect, the intermediate filaments connected to adjacent cells. So the desmosomes, they are also called macular adherence. The membranes of two adjacent cells which oppose each other are thickened and become spot-like patches. Intermediate filaments are attached with a thickened patches. Some of these filaments are parallel to the membranes and others are arranged in radiating functions, as you can see here. Okay, so for the desmosomes, the proteins involved are cadherins. There is cell-to-cell attachments. We can find them in the epithelial lining, also in the skin. And then we have the hemidesmosomes. Hemidesmosomes, they are made up of a protein called integrins. They connect the cell to the matrix junctions, which connects the intermediate filaments of the cell to the extracellular matrix. So mostly the hemidesmosomes, they connect the cells with their basal lamina. Okay, these are very well explained, especially in courses such as histology. So the hemidesmosomes is associated with the basal lamina. So the cell is attached to the basal lamina or to the extracellular matrix. And then we have the focal adhesions. They are also made up of a protein called integrins. The focal adhesions is the cell to matrix junctions which connects the actin filaments of the cell to the extracellular matrix. In epithelial of various organs, this junction connects the cells with their basal lamina. The transmembrane proteins which hold the cell membrane and the matrix together are called integrins. So they look like similar, the hemidesmosomes and the focal adhesions. What's the difference? Focal adhesion is the cell to the matrix. Okay, and there is actin involved, the actin filaments. Here, the type of cytoskeleton involved in the hemidesmosome is the intermediate filament. That's a difference. There's intermediate difference in the focal adhesions. There is actin filament. Okay, so these are other diagrams which you can also appreciate. Okay, so these are cell adhesion molecules, which is the last part. What are cell adhesion molecules? These are cell proteins which are situated on the cell surface. We have proteins such as cadherin. Cadherin form the molecular links between neighboring cells. These cadherins form adherence junctions and desmosomes. We also have integrins. Integrins form the focal adhesions and the hemidesmosomes. Okay, we have the selectins. These, they act as receptors for carbohydrates and are found in platelets and endothelial cells. We have many of them. We have the Ig superfamily. Okay, these are family form the cell adhesion molecules in nervous tissue. So in short, a cell adhesion molecule, also called CAMs, are the protein molecules situated on the cell surface. They help in the formation of these cell junctions. So this is where we end on the cell junctions. Remember, there are three types of cell junctions, or we can say cells. They are the basic building blocks of the human body, but they are held together by either occluding junctions. They can also form communicating junctions. They also can form anchoring junctions. These are very important in the organism function. Okay, so no cell occurs in isolation.